Black supremacy. This is Palmetto Star, the Ratchet Revolutionary, but you can call me Prophet. Prophet Rovetta, Black Supremacy. And this is Meditation with the Master. And today on Meditation with the Master, we're going to go in and debunk a doctrine that has been put out there, Christian doctrine. And we could throw the whole religions away, plural, throw all religions away. But this particular doctrine, I feel, is very harmful to black people, especially black children, because it's just mind fuckery, you know what I'm saying, really. It's ultimately mind fuckery. And so I want to debunk this particular doctrine from the Christian school of thought, which is original sin. They say that everybody is born in sin, which is very negative and not true. It's absolutely untrue. My baby was born perfect. Black people are born perfect. Pinks are the only ones born in sin. They're the only ones born in sin, and I'm going to tell you why. Black people are born perfect. Pinks are the only ones that are born in sin. They're the only ones that are born with the shadow of murder, with, the shadow of hatred, having to do all that to be even born, and considered, pink or white or whatever they want to consider them. That's the only way they could do that. Only way that pink people could populate. Okay, people think that racism is about hatred. It's not. It's about ego, basically. It's about surviving. This ego has to survive of this so-called white person of fair skin and this, long, hair and all of that stuff like that, the lighter eyes. So they want to keep this ego, and that's all it is. It's just contrived ego going. So in order to do that, they must weed out people that have dominant genes. So, because they can't procreate with somebody with dominant genes and have a white baby or, anything like that. So they go into an area, they come very peacefully and come very, with their religion and, humbly, but it's all an act. And then after that, they, they do the segregation thing, where they forcefully segregate, and then they do terrorism, and then they had to leave. It's something that they've done time and time again, going to these different places around the world. So really, for a pink person to be born, a black person has to die. So when you see these pink people walking around, it's actually like a walking war crime. They're actually like walking war crimes, because they would not exist in a free world. They wouldn't exist as they are, as the pink people they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see how a pink person with blonde hair and blue eyes and fair skin and all that stuff like that, do you know how many black people died or were mortally injured to just so that pink person could survive? Just so that pink person can be there in that spot? You know what I'm saying? That's original sin. Pink people are the only people that are born in sin. They're born in the sin of murder and death and all of this stuff like that, and black death specifically. they are born in the sin of black death. So, that's why, in the Bible, they reversed a lot of stuff and put it, and then black people just adopted it like it's theirs. That original sin doctrine, you're born in sin, is so harmful to black people. You're not born in sin. You didn't start off, just an incomplete person, or that you were missing something. You were born with 5 fingers, 10 fingers, 10 toes, but you're gonna tell me you're born in sin? No, you were born perfect, baby. You were born perfect. And you and your conditions were perfect, no matter how you were born. You were born perfect. You have a perfect purpose in this world. You have a perfect mission to accomplish. You have a perfect destiny to fulfill. You were born perfect. You weren't born in sin. This doctrine of original sin, and you were born in sin and all this stuff like that. No, that's not for you. That's not for you, baby. No, it's not. That is for pink people. Pink people were born in sin. You were born perfect. And I love you. You were born perfect. So, I just wanted to really, as you know, a lot of people know, I started off my spiritual journey inside the church. Christianity, I was looking and watching Christianity. I actually got a scholarship to Columbia International University, which is a Bible college in Columbia, South Carolina. So I'm well versed in the Bible, not as much anymore, a little bit rusty because I haven't read it or done anything like that in a long time. But thinking about that doctrine had always, bothered me. I'm like, born in sin. Like, you don't even get a chance to repent or whatever. You're born in sin. There you go. There you go. You're born in sin. You're a born sinner. Nah. Mm-mm. You're not born in sin. You're born perfect. Your baby was born perfect. Your mama was born perfect. Your daddy was born perfect. Even if they were born deformed, or they didn't have their right eye, or they were born absolutely perfect, because they have a mission in that, especially black people. When you look at black special needs children, they are born perfect, and they have a certain mission that they had to fulfill in that body, because these are all vehicles. Their mission may be to inspire other people, because a lot of times special needs people, black children especially, are inspirational. They're so inspirational because they, despite their so-called deformity or special need, they are able to do so much. So even in those bodies, they are perfect because they are tools of inspiration to other people. And they have a divine mission and divine destiny. And of course, a lot of times these deformities and things that happen because of vaccinations or biological warfare against black people. However, we are born perfect. We're born perfect. We're born perfect. You are born perfect. You are perfect. You are absolutely perfect, Mel. You're absolutely perfect, Yoni. You're absolutely perfect. We were born in perfection. And then the world comes and tries to sell us a lesser version than ourselves. It's capitalism. The trauma is capitalism. The self-doubt is capitalism. The feeling of lack and insecurity. All of it is to fuel capitalism. So I need this, I need that, I need this to be better, I need that to be better, I need this to be well. I'm born in sin. Born in sin is basically a marketing tool. It's a marketing tool for capitalism. You're inadequate. So if you're born in sin, did you need something else? You need something at birth. And that is sick. That's so sick. That is if you think about it, the original sin doctrine, that we're born in sin, that is the sickest line of reasoning ever. It's disgusting. Well, you telling me my little baby that was born in the water, home birth, we had her mother was vegan. We had, we planned the birth out to a T, meditating with the baby. The baby was meditating with us in the womb. And you're going to tell me that my baby was a born sinner? Get the fuck out of here. My baby was born perfect. Your baby was born perfect. So this whole line of logic about born in sin, and all it is projection. It's projection. And it also shows how the Bible was manipulated and flawed and rewritten and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it is just projection, because pink people are born in sin. Now a pink person being alive right now is literally a war crime. It's literally like seeing a war crime, because in a free world where black people and pink people are able to mingle and all that stuff like that, they wouldn't even exist. Not in the form that they are in now. So the fact that they had a lineage of these people with blonde hair, blue eyes, and fair skin and all that stuff like that, and they were in their little bubble neighborhood. How did they create that? How did they create that environment? It's through black death, through murder, through harming black people in the worst ways, through whipping black people, through demoralizing black people. This is the conditions that have to be around for a pink person to be born in the way they are born in. No, we're not equal. We're not equal. You know what I'm saying? We are not equal. Black people could be born, you could have a black person and a Chinese person come together, and a black person still being born from that. You know what I'm saying? So black birth happens. You know what I'm saying? But you have to have unnatural, oppressive, murderous conditions for pink people to be born. For someone to be like, oh, I'm white. And in 2021, how? You know what I'm saying? If we are in a free world, which we're like a free society, no. You know what I'm saying? It's false. You know what I'm saying? So we are born perfect. Your baby was born perfect. You are perfect. Pink people are the only ones born in sin. Debunking the original sin doctrine. Share this video, put it out, because that's important. That's an important doctrine that needs to be debunked in Christianity, because it's so harmful. I was thinking about that last night before the Two Raw for TV broadcast. And shout out to everybody that joined us on Two Raw for TV. It was a great show. Big time shout out to everybody. But that's such a disgusting and really demoralizing doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're born in sin? No, that's bullshit, man. And anybody that tells you that shit is complicit in black murder, in black death. I don't care if a black person tells you that. You're born in sin? No, absolutely not. Do not put that on my baby. Do not put that on my baby. My baby was not born in sin. My baby is perfect. You are perfect. So share this video, put this video out, because that doctrine needs to be destroyed and debunked. at every chance. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't go hard against religions. You know what I'm saying? People come to the point where they need to. I came to the point through different religious experiences. You know, I came to my point of enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, some people need that to guide them, because, you know, sometimes you need to see God outside of yourself before you see God inside of yourself. So, but that original sin doctrine, original sin and all of this stuff like that, where you know, your baby's born in sin. No. That's fake. That's a false doctrine. It's harmful to black people especially. And so we need to, at every chance, I don't care, you at your Sunday service and you just heard this message, you haven't broken out of church yet, stand up and say something about that horrible, disgusting doctrine of original sin. It's bullshit. Fucking original sin. Fuck your original sin. My baby was born perfect. So, big time shout out to everybody. I love y'all. And I want y'all to join me for my book release and reading celebration. And that's going to be going down for 3 Steps to End Racism right now. My first published book. And the information is so important that I had to release it for free. It's being released for free via the internet. And we are having a book release and reading party, our celebration for it. And it's going to be at the Core Total Bath and Body Spa. That's in 2857 Main Street, East Point, Georgia, 30344. We're going to be reading the book. It's the most important piece of literature for the new age, because it breaks us out of the cycle. We're in as I was explaining before, and I was showing the evidence, I'm going to show more evidence that we are in a cycle that repeats itself approximately every 150 years well, at least on this land, on Turtle Island, aka America, it has repeated itself it's repeated itself approximately every 150 years, even including the pandemic and everything. Peace. I'm simulcasting, I'm broadcasting as well on Facebook, so peace, Yazala. So, we had to realize what's happening, and break the cycle. So 3 Steps to End Racism right now breaks that 150-year cycle that black people find themselves in, of getting caught up in their system. And this is how they do it. Violence is a marketing tool. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, when pink people came to different lands, they came as companies. Think about that. The British company owned India. They came as companies, as these corporations. You know what I'm saying? So their whole thing is to promote this company. They were created in order. We'll go on to that in another meditation with the master. But they were created by an order to promote these companies that we had, another form of capitalism. You know what I'm saying? So their whole the violence, the stuff that you see on CNN, people rushing into the White House and doing all that stuff, that's a marketing tool for black people. It's a marketing tool for black people, so you could be getting on either side, like good cop, bad cop, like, oh yeah, I'm on their person's side and I'm on this person's side. And then you get caught up in it. You know what I'm saying? And this is the 3rd time it's happened. I know I've been saying this the past couple of meditations with the master, but it's the 3rd time. But it's important for us to break out the cycle. First time was the so-called Revolutionary War. That's what they're calling it now, with the red coats and the patriots. Second time was the Civil War. with the Confederates and the you know, the what is it? The Confederates and the Union. Now it's the third time with the Democrats and the deplorables. Stop picking a damn side, man. These pink people are not on your side. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what ends up happening. We end up black people. They get a collective of black people, because not everybody. They get a group of black people that fight on either side. You know what I'm saying? They get caught up in the drama, get caught up and wrapped up in their energy. This horrible energy that creates their horrendous you know, haunted house of horrors that they create. You know, that our energy propels that and creates that. So they get our energy all wrapped up into it, and then before they end up fighting, before they end the fighting, they go and say, oh well, we're together, we're good. You know, they may not say it publicly, but they show it privately. You know, they show it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know, General E. Lee, he didn't serve any jail time. He went and that was the leader for the Confederates who fought against the Union. Now you would think he would serve some jail time because of that. He didn't. He ended up teaching at some university. And a lot of the Confederates did too. The Nazis, they became a lot of the scientists out here in America, you know, so we gotta stop getting involved in their fights and thinking that it has anything to, it does have everything actually to do with us, because they want us to get involved. They want us to go, hey, I'm a Democrat, or hey, I'm a deplorable or a Republican or whatever, or Trump, whatever you want to call yourself, Trump supporter, deplorable, whatever. You know, you get wrapped up in that nonsense, you know, thinking that it involves you, when we need to be our supreme sovereign selves. We need to step into our supremacy. We need to step into our beingness. We need to step into our enlightenment. We need to step into our divinity. We get caught up into their fuck shit world, and it's just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. Yes, we're the front line in every war. Why is that? Because our energy is used to propel this haunted house, this house of horrors, our own oppression. Our energy is used to do that. The energy that was used in Vietnam to kill melanated people in Vietnam comes right back to America and used in a negative way towards black people. You know what I'm saying? All that energy they use to kill little babies and stuff like that in Iraq. You're over there, black people over there killing brown people in Iraq and Afghanistan. That energy is, why do you think it's so, the energy is so, the racism is so rich right now? You know what I'm saying? It's because of the Iraq war, Afghanistan. These sort of places that they utilize black energy, and they comes right back. And so it's not a victimless crime to be in the military and be black. It's not a victimless crime, you know, to be a black military person fighting for your country and all that. You know, that's not a victimless crime, because you're taking that energy, you're taking this energy, using it and bringing it right back to black people out here in America. You know what I'm saying? To the original builders and creators of this whole universe. You're taking it right back to them and having us build their house of horrors up. You think that you're trying to get you know, what's the car? Camaro. That's the car that a lot of these black people are, you know, in the military are trying to get. They're trying to get a Camaro. They're trying to get student loans and, you know, government, all this weird stuff, man. Like, get out of that. Get out of that. It's not worth it. Being a black military person is not a victimless crime. So get out of that, man. Get out of that. Break the matrix completely. And 3 steps to end, yes, Exodus. 3 steps to end racism right now completely breaks the cycle. Completely breaks the cycle. So I definitely want you guys, it's 5 days away. So if you're not in Atlanta, make plans to be. Go and catch a bus. Hey, hit me up. I may be able to house you and get something straight if you come out early. I'm not making any promises, but hit me up on Instagram and we'll see what's up. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be at Decor Total Bath and Body Spa. That's at 2857 Main Street, East Point, Georgia 30344. It's from 7 to 9. It's a family affair. I always do this. Always forget to put my Patreon on here. But it's a family affair. So come out and join us. Come out and join us at out there. Okay, come on through, Mel. Come on through, Mel. If you that's not far away. So come on through. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me do all this. I'm gonna put the address and all that on here. It's on 120. It's on January 20th. January 20th at between 7 and 9 p.m. It's absolutely free, but donations are highly encouraged to help out with the writing process, as well as because we're having a lot of things. We're having raffles and all sorts of stuff there. So when you donate, it actually you're actually able to participate in that as well, in the raffles and all that stuff like that. So 7 to 9 at 2857 Main Street in East Point, Georgia. You can't tell that I type about 80 words a minute, can you? The way I'm doing this. Main Street in East Point. East Point, Georgia. What else? Oh, free entry, but let me see. I'm gonna send it. Yeah, it's gonna be, yeah. That's where it's at, and that's where it is. It's free entry, but donations are highly encouraged via Cash App. You can Cash App me now. And screenshot the Cash App and show it to the doorman so you can participate in the raffle and all the other activities that we're having going on at that time. Yeah. So yeah, and any and all donations are accepted, and it makes you able to come and join in the raffle and all that stuff like that. But it's going to be an amazing thing. 3 Steps to End Racism right now is the most anticipated literary work and the most important. That's why I didn't put a price on it. I said I released the information for free because this will literally change society. A lot of people say they want change, but they really don't. They just want the same paradigm to keep on existing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these are scholars, and a lot of people that are put out there, they make their living off of racism. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people putting out these documentaries. I'm not going to go into names. You know, they know who I am. But a lot of people making these documentaries, and, you know, they're showing up and doing these lectures that you have to pay for, and supposedly have all this information that you got to pay for. They are profiting off of racism. They act like they want change, but it's just a marketing tool. Racism ultimately is marketing. All this stuff is marketing to black people. And you know, they found a way to market it on the other side. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, to black people without using, you know, the police and, you know, all this other stuff like that. All of it's just a marketing tool, you know, to where they go and they say, oh, well, you know, we want to change. We want to end racism. No, they don't. They want to keep it going, because if racism ended, what would they be doing? What would they be doing right now? But 3 Steps to End Racism right now is the most important literary work, because it actually, at the end of that book, will end racism. It gives the tools to end racism right there and then. It is an active book to where, you know, while you're reading the book, you could actually be ending racism in your mind. You could actually be ending that process in your mind. And at the end of the book is that we break the cycle. We break this 150-year cycle that we're in. So come out to the Core Total Body Bath and Spa on January 20th, 7 to 9. Mark it on your calendar. At 2857 Main Street in East Point, Georgia. It's going to be an amazing thing. It is a free entry, but we're highly encouraging a donation via Cash App. So Cash App me at $ Palmetto Star. Hit me up on, or you can hit me up on Patreon.com. You can call me Prophet. And we're going to have an amazing time there. I love y'all. And I want you to be vigilant. Stay aware. Black supremacy.